the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never be swayed. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Bubba's EDC. Friday night, the week of work is over. I'm so happy. It was a good week, though. Not a bad week at all. Just busy. So, found time to do this mail call video. So this is several mail calls rolled into one. I'm already in my pajama pants, so I'm not toting nothing, with the exception of Old Faithful right there. So, down here, actually in my wife's office tonight, that's why you see all this stuff, butterflies on the wall and her cabinets and exercise bike that nobody in this house really uses. Not exercise. Yeah, bike. That's right, bike. It's kind of like a bike / elliptical. Anywho. So that's why I'm down here. The boys are playing a game, and dishwasher's going, and wife's reading, and my daughter is doom scrolling, I guess. That's what it appered to be. Sometimes with she's about to be 20. Sometimes you don't want to know, but I know it's nothing bad. She's good kid. So anyways, nothing else to it but to do it. All right, so first thing, stickers. Brother Travis, up there in 10IC, 10 I don't see, as my dad would say. The Knife Shift. We know him. We love him. Formerly Travis the Case Guy. So he sent me some stickers. I never did get the original stickers. So Travis, I don't know if you're watching. I don't know if you watch, how much you watch. I know you're a busy man. If you have any originals, remember your boy. He sent me a nice card. He apologized for not sending them to me sooner. He thought he had sent them. And I did think about this. I didn't go back and look. In full transparency, it's possible that there are some in all my stickers, but I'm about 99% sure there ain't none. So, is what that is. What order did they come in? I guess the second one would have been a trade. So, Mario from MIPD 1980 EDC. I said it right. Sent me his stickers along with the trade. Now, I feel honored because I'm the first person to get these, and he's already switched his logo. So I might be the only person to get these. I don't know, but I'm the first person. Absolutely love Mario. Fantastic guy. Just fantastic. Sent me a very nice note. I'm not going to read it, but he went into everything in the package. So we'll do the most important part first. Gifts for my wife. I love it when guys think about the spouse. So he said there's 2 Gerbers. This little pouch right here. I'd never seen one of these, to the best of my knowledge. It's called a Gerber Dime. If y'all watch me for any length of time, you know my sweetheart, she loves Gerbers. And I showed this to her. Spring-loaded pliers. I love that. I showed it to her. She said, ooh, just like that. And she started playing with it. She's like, I can put this on my keychain. I was like, you can. I put my Leatherman Micra. Stays on my keychain. So thank you very much for that. And then he sent her a Paraframe. There's no telling how many Paraframes Gerber has sold. No telling. From this size to the bigger one. It's not that I'm sleepy. I'm not good about taking in oxygen and breathing properly when I talk. I just talk, and then I run out of oxygen and I yawn. So those were for the wife. So Mario, thank you very much, brother, sincerely. And on to the trade. So we had done a trade. He's already posted a video, his side of the video. So I had sent him a Kershaw Scallion. Now, when I sent him the Scallion, I told him up front, I was like, this was given to me. Brother Dwayne from Clarksville, Kentucky now said sent me 2 Scallions, a tan one and a textured black one. And I forwarded one on to Mario, but that wasn't, I knew I was going to do more because since that one was given to me, I wasn't going to let just that be part of the trade. So I threw in extra. If you want to see it, it's on his video. But he had 2 of these, the Oso Sweets, which first of all, I'd never heard of the Oso Sweet until Mario had got the first one. And he had this one and a OD Green. And I thought it was cool. I was like, hey, excuse me, whew, I'm ugly when I yawn. I was like, hey, you want to trade? Yada, yada, yada. So we worked up a trade, y'all. I love Kershaw. Just fantastic. This ain't the first Kershaw in this video either. I absolutely love it. I do need to sharpen it. I believe he had found both of them at either Antique Store or Texas Surplus or something like that. But just fantastic. I toted it today. And I cut today and I have to clean it. So absolutely love it. I'm a Kershaw fan. I just don't care if it's American made or China. Their action is good. They're good quality. My opinion. Well, then Mario, being the dude that he is, he threw in extras. I was not expecting extras. Would never have asked for extras. I don't have this. Well, I do now, but the butane insert. He wrote in the letter, butane not included. You probably don't want to ship that without the legal ability to ship that. Probably get in trouble. So thank you for that. Oops, hit you. Ooh, hope I didn't give you a headache there. And then this, he knew that I already had a Hopalong Cassidy knife. And I have looked at these before. It's Novelty Knife Company. Now, he did tell me that the pivot would mess up and pop out. So he said he epoxied it. He said it'll open, but just be very careful. So, with that being said, I'm not going to open it. I started to open it the other night, and I thought better. I was like, you know what? It's going to be a pretty piece because it's so pretty. Because I looked at one of these at my local antique shop, but the back was busted. It was $8, but the back was busted. I was like, well, I didn't want one that was busted. So, realistically, I do want this whole set someday. They got Red Ryder, Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, Trigger, Lash LaRue? I forget. Maybe Tex Ritter, Gene Autry maybe? Hopalong Cassidy, Lone Ranger, Tonto. There's a whole bunch of them. And I love that kind of stuff. I really do. Annie Oakley. Did I say Annie Oakley? I don't remember. But awesome. And then he pushed it over the edge. Okay. So he had this knife that every time he would tote it, I would comment on how pretty it was. Because it's pretty. I'm sure y'all, well, if y'all turn that into it, don't do it. But if you turned me yawning into a drinking game, 30 or 45 minute video, y'all get messed up. So don't do that. Yawning's making my eyes water. So I'd never even heard of this knife company. And it is salty. Again, don't care. Why should we? Anywho, you do you. Collect the way you want to collect, as Stan would say. So anyways, I had commented about how pretty this was, and I asked him to send me some detailed photos. He did, so I've been trying to find one. Can't find this exact handle layout. It's a Meyer Co. Yeah. That turquoise. Man, like, this was better than everything in the trade. And all the other gifts. Like, if he would have just been like, nah, I'm not going to send you the Oso Sweet. I'm going to send you this. Deal. I can't believe he did it. I still can't believe it. I texted him. I said, dude, what did you do? And he just laughs. I'm sorry. I know I'm just flashing y'all with all this turquoise, but isn't that pretty? Golly. And the blade is just perfect shape. I mean, now if they would do this exact knife, to make it about that big, like a 110 or 112, Ooh, baby. You better believe. Please. Please. What would Brother Terry say? Honey, hush. Outstanding. Mario, you the man. Love you, brother. As I always call you, my favorite Texan. Favorite Texan. All right, so next trade. Did a trade with Brother Chris. Upstate New York blade collector. Chris Geary. Fantastic guy. He did a live tonight. Sat there talking about Stocklands and stuff. Just fantastic guy. Go check out his channel. He's got some really good knives. He likes a lot of hunting knives and fixed blades. He's got a lot of good stuff. So I don't know how it came about. It might have been on one of my lives. Yeah, I was talking about looking for it's sitting right here, but it's in a box. Copper lock. Lord have mercy. Man alive. Y'all, that's sad. Over 40. So anyway, I was talking about a copper lock. He said he had one. I was like, okay. So we back and forth. Excuse me again. We worked up a trade. And he showed what he got from me. I think he did it on a live. So you have to go find that live from last week sometime. But this is what we're looking at here. Blue G10 copper lock. That's the 101-549WL in Super Sport. Got that Warney. Whew, I love a Wharncliffe blade. I just love a Wharncliffe blade. Yes, I do. It's 2024. The only thing I don't like about this, and this ain't on Chris, the etching. Case, do better. Go back to a stamp. Stamp. But just beautiful. Love it. Didn't think I would ever want a blue that color, but I do like it. Blue's my favorite color. I prefer darker blue. But he showed it to me. I'm like, is it something you're willing to trade? He's like, well, yeah. I was like, okay. So I sent him some things and didn't know what he was talking about or what he was wanting. And then he's like, well, I'd like that one and that one. He's like, so what all do I need to give you? I'm like, I don't know. Make me an offer. He's like, well, that and then these. So number one, this is a Kershaw Tranitic. I forget. It was new in the package when he showed me the picture, and then he opened it, which is fine, to fit it in the envelope because their packages are pretty big in the clamshell, so totally fine. But awesome. Look at that fuller, that blood groove. Love it. So I haven't toted this yet. And then these two, I cannot identify these. So Kershaw, if you notice on the back, can I get it to focus? So it's, well, 2024 promo. So you can see we got the OD green. Says Kershaw. You can see the pattern on the handle. And then we got this one, Tonto blade, or sheep's foot, excuse me. This also says 2024 promo. If y'all can see that, I don't know if it's focusing or not. So I Googled it. I couldn't find anything. So like I said, I don't even know what model they are. Don't really care. I mean, if you know, let a brother know. But so one of these two here, I'm actually giving to a coworker. She is a Kershaw fan. Her whole family is. And she carried a Kershaw daily, and she was at one of our customers' businesses, got back, and her knife was gone out of her pocket. And I didn't ask her which Kershaw it was. I was like, well, look, I have 3 Kershaws coming on a trade. I'll take care of you. So realistically, I'm just going to take both of these to her and let her pick. See which one she wants. Because those are small, you know, for a lady to have a small knife in her pocket. I think that makes sense versus that big honker there. I mean, that's built like the Benchmade Siebert design. I don't know what the model it is, but my other coworker showed me his today. Boy, it's a big honking heavy knife. Anyways, so those were all my trade from Chris. I didn't bring his sticker down here because I never think to do that kind of stuff. But that is from Mr. Geary, Upstate New York Blade Collector. So y'all go check out his channel if you haven't already. Obviously, check out Mario's channel, MIPD 1980 EDC. I'm pretty sure MIP is his initials. The D, I don't know. 1980 is his birth year. EDC, obviously, EDC. And then go check out Travis, the Knife Shift guy. I happen to have their stickers, but I didn't have Chris's. I apologize. Chris, forgive me, brother. So, next thing. Several weeks ago, I had ordered a knife off a website. I'm not going to say the website because the guy did me a favor that he didn't have to do. And I don't want somebody else to try to do something like this with him. Not that I did anything bad, I just asked for a favor. So I had picked up a Trapper Newell Stock 2014. It is a 7254. And it is the Bearhead. So the first one I got from the gentleman, the blades were not even remotely close to centered. I was very upset, disappointed. So I put it on eBay. I was just trying to flip it because these are selling for double what I paid for it. And then, I wasn't getting no bites for a couple of days. I was like, you know what, screw it. So I emailed the company, and apparently my picture was such high def, which I don't understand how this happened. He said they opened the picture in the email and it shut their computer systems down. Well, you might want to upgrade your computers. That was just an iPhone picture. It wasn't nothing fancy. So anyways, he's like, I see what you're saying about the blade. I got another one here I think you'll be happy with, but I'm not going to give you an RMA. You just ship yours back, and then I'll ship yours back. I'm like, okay, man. I was like, that's fine. I'm not trying to be a jerk. If you would have told me no, I would have dealt with it. It would have been fine. But I forget. I'm pretty sure it was the clip point. I mean, it was touching the show side. Like bad. But anyways, this one is basically perfect. I haven't even opened the blades on it yet, honestly. I got it, pulled it out, just checked blade centering, and that's all I did. So we got that 2014 high polished stainless steel. Let's check lockup is good. No blade play. Let's check spay blade. USA 7254. See, case, that's your stamp right there. Let's see, I should have done like HT to this. Okay, locks up good. No blade play. So, still centered real nice. So the Bearhead Trapper. Did not own a Bearhead Trapper. Boy, it's a fingerprint magnet. But now I do have one, so I'm happy to have it. I'm not going to sell it now that I got a good one. I just didn't think that the people would be willing to work with me, but they were. So I appreciate it. And I didn't try to pull I got a YouTube channel, or I just like, hey man, do you have another one? Or, if not, if I can't swap or do a return, I'll keep it, whatever. And he was very nice. So I appreciate it to that gentleman. If he ever happens to watch this, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. The next thing, this is the last thing. I have been on a website, and I'll tell y'all this website, ctbids.com. CT stands for Caring Transitions. Knife Doctor Kevin Bentley had first mentioned this on a video a long time ago, last year sometime. Like, I think it was before Ellaville. And you can bid on stuff, estate sale stuff. If you're not in the area, you have to make sure your searches are shippable. Not everything is shippable. Well, I won this lot for $14.50. And after tax and everything, I think it was 18 and change. I think there's like maybe a service fee in there. It was less than $19. Well, then a couple days later, they asked if I wanted it shipped or if I was picking up. And I said shipped. Dadgum. They got me for a $10 service fee plus shipping, and it cost me $24 shipping. So it kind of took some of the woohoo out of the deal. But I still done really well, I think. So it's a lot of little stuff, like little bitty stuff like you'd find on a man's dresser or a valet, something like that. So I'm gonna go through it. There are 4 of these little brass fighter planes that say, I don't know if it's gonna focus, USAF. Oh, I got it upside down. How dare I? It says USAF on there. So we got 4 identical ones of these, which I think is really cool because, hey, I was in the Air Force. So I really like that. We got this here little like finger cleaning type thing that says Citizens National Bank, Columbus, Mississippi. M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I, as my dad used to always say. And it's a little 3-tool deal. You know, y'all have seen these before. Ain't nothing fancy here. It does say, though, if y'all can read them little bitty letters, USA. Can y'all see that right up in the center of my hand? So that is USA made, which is cool. I haven't ever picked up any of these, never looked at them. Knife Doctor's gotten a bunch of them. But can opener, and that's USA on there as well. That company is Carling Vaughn USA, not for resale. I don't have a clue what Carling is, didn't look it up. We've got another one, I'll show you. This one's Handy Dutton, New York. Big old face, it's wanting to focus on my big old face. So Handy there, there's the logo. So that was kind of cool. Got 3 of these little old school can openers. Y'all seen those before. This one says U.S. Shelby Corp. I don't know. My camera's just not wanting to focus today. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe right there. Maybe I'm having an off day. This one says Shelby Corp, so I'm not going to show you that one. This one's Shelby Corp, so 3 of the same thing. So, hot diggity dog. And got this little Fairchild Engine Division, made in the USA. Little wrench. I thought that was so cool. Made in the USA. There's looks like a logo down there. But I mean, it's got a little flat head on the bottom. So I thought that was cool. I'll hang on to that. This right here says General Dynamics. I know what you're thinking. You're like, man, Bubba spent $40-something on this junk. Patience, young Skywalker. Patience. So this says, looks like it says Paul Hall, Germany. So you can try to zoom in on that if you want. So we got the file there, the blade I just showed you. We got almost like a flathead little thing. And then some skizzers, as my dad used to say, because he thought he was funny. So that's kind of a cool little piece, actually. You know, a little pocket gentleman's thing. It's kind of all right. This reminded me of the Smith & Wesson swing knife, boot knife. So it was like this on the ad, so I didn't know what it was. It says Handren Welding Sales, Detroit. Or, I guess it's Detroit. I don't know. But flip her out like that, and flip her like that. Got a little sticker there. No markings on the tang. Duller than crap. But hey, I mean, I just thought it was kind of cool. So, this is my very first hobo knife. This is a mini. I don't know if they call them that, but I like the fork. It's a 3-prong. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but stainless Colonial. I got half stop. Oh, my fat finger got in the way. A little bit of snap there. Spoon, half stop, and got a little, ooh, it's tight. Little can opener there. Got USA down the back. So this one needs some cleaning. And then the main blade, each got some rust, but she'll clean up. But I thought that was cool. It'd be a cool little piece for the collection. You know, the Colonials, they're pretty, everything Colonial's pretty solid for the price they were. A little bit of snap lift. Probably gonna soak it in some mineral and bring it back. But the reason I even put any money, okay, if that was all the listing was, this old boy wouldn't have put $1. Because I wouldn't have had desire for none of that. But this guy. So, if you know, you know. Camillus. I did not pay attention to which, you know, what years that tang stamp is. I believe these are like Vietnam. Could be wrong. But y'all, I passed on one of these last year for 35 bucks because the blade had some play in it. Come to find out, they all have a little play when they're open all the way. But let's just take a moment and check out the condition, okay? The handles are plastic, polymer, whatever you want to call them. There's a little bit of gapping, but the knife's 50 years old, I think. Look at the handles. Y'all, I done good. Y'all heard that snap open? I know I'm bad about not showing y'all. And the lock works, so I got the lock. Now I'll unlock it. So, you see how sometimes it does lock right there. There are times, so that time it did lock. But there are times when you open it all the way and it doesn't quite lock just right. But this little girl, like I said, 50-something years old, I think. Basically mint. The only little bit of schmutz right there that'll come off, I know. A little bit of gapping. That's the baby doll right there. So looking at these on eBay, running between 150 and 200, I done good. So I've already had one brother reach out, is it available for sale or trade? And I said, not right now. You know, because I've already passed on one. I wish I wouldn't have now. Then I'd have two of them. Oh, and it had a string attached to it. I still have the string. I don't know if the string's original, but I saw a post on eBay that had string on it. The string looks a little different, but it's still white. So don't know if that was original or not. I'm sure Knife Doctor knows more about these than I do. Maybe if he watches this, he could give me some info. I'll probably look it up at some point. But that's all my mail calls for today. This video is almost 30 minutes. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Man, ramble, ramble, ramble all day long. I love talking to y'all. I really do. I confirmed today, good Lord willing, creek don't rise, nothing bad happens. My son, who's graduating tomorrow, and I will be going to Brother Dwayne's Knife Show in Kentucky, July 19th. I will try to have enough stickers to pass out to anybody who would want one. I ain't no celebrity, but in case somebody wants stickers, I'd love to be able to give you some. So I'm going to have to order some more because I think I'm below 50 left now. The plan, y'all pray for us, and I'll remind you closer to that day. The plan is to wake up like 4 in the morning that Saturday morning and drive the nearly 7 hours to Danville, Kentucky, which will put us there about 11, so about 2 hours after everybody else gets there. So I hate that, but I don't think I can get up at 2. Unless I could get in bed at like 7 that Friday night, I just don't think I could do it. And plus driving, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, it'll be a struggle for me. So when it's dark, this old boy says it's supposed to be in bed, you know what I mean? So, but the plan is to get up, get there about 11:30, and hang out till 3 or 4 o'clock and drive home the same day. Trying to save some money on hotel, all that jazz. So that's the plan. I was actually going to drive up with another brother. I was going to drive to his house and then drive up, and then he found out today, I guess he had forgotten or didn't know what the dates were, that his in-laws had plans for them. Some things that he didn't know about or forgotten or something. So that knocked that out. But I'd be glad to have my son with me. He offered to go with me. And he's also planning on going to Blade Show here in Atlanta with me next month in June. So be first 2 knife events for him. So looking forward to it. So hopefully I can see some of you there. That's still, a month and a half away. June, 2.5 months away till Kentucky. So that's the plan anyways. But I'm going to let y'all go. It is hot down here. I didn't turn the air up because my wife don't like it really cold down here. I think it's like 76 down here. So this old boy's starting to sweat. See the glisten? So we're going to head on up and get in the air conditioning under the fan upstairs. So y'all have a wonderful weekend. Hope you stay safe. Enjoy your time. Hit a yard sale or a garage sale, antique store if you have a chance this weekend. And give a shout out to all the grads that are going to be graduating in the next several weeks. Because I know basically this is one of the earliest ones I know of, and then they'll be going for the next few weeks. So congrats to all the grads out there. You made it. You did it. Congratulations. It's quite an accomplishment. It really is. So God bless you all. Have a wonderful weekend, and see you the next time, Lord willing. And remember to do something kind for somebody. It goes a mighty long way. God bless you.
With the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never persuade. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.